Good morning. Got a really cool one to show you today. It's a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 dually, the Duramax Diesel and the 10-speed Allison transmission. Just going to go over some of the basic features of this vehicle. It's going to be pretty cool. Up front, we have the parking assist in the front. I'll show you this later. This is an actual air intake that's functional. We'll go around the sides. These mirrors are power foldable and extendable. I will show you that in a sec. This is super cool. Everybody loves this feature. No more climbing up on your truck to put the def in. It's been moved, as well as your diesel fuel is accessible. On these 2500s, they have a step to get in the bed, which is really handy. Go back around here, show you one of the cool features. Of course, you have your corner step, rear bumper, rear parking assist. Now down below, you've got these two camera areas. You can upgrade the cameras to show inside of your camper, or show behind it. It makes it invisible almost. And of course, your 7-pin connection down here. Your trailer hitch. Here's some cool stuff I want to show you. Right here, that's your light for your camera and your camera. I just tap this button. It's going to open your tailgate. But the really groovy tunes thing about this is you can take your knee and just start picking up on it, and it will also shut. We'll do something a little different today. I'm going to show you the location of where another feature that's really cool inside. Try to do this while I'm not, so I don't fall. Pretty gangster one-arm action. Talked before about the pre-strand holes. There's a location of them. But I love this feature. Of course, you got your rear sliding glass window. But that guy there is your rear view camera, and this is your bed view camera. We'll show you later in the video how that works. Super cool. We're inside this 1-ton. Just going to show you some cool tricks with the mirror. Down here, that power extends. That's been a long time since we've had that. We'll push that button, watch what happens to these mirrors. Now that's pretty daggone nifty. The button right beside of it folds them in. The great thing about the Chevrolet model, even when they're folded in, it's not going to touch the body of the truck. See, it's not touching. We'll keep going, fold them back out. And fold them back in. And I'm going to extend them back in. Well, actually, they were already in. I'll put them back in. They were out. Top glass has a rear blind zone alert on it with your convex glass and your lights in the back for extra lights. I'm going to start this guy up. Alright, here'd that diesel go. Your tow modes up here. 4-wheel drive transfer case is here. Fog lights there. That's your cab light for your lights in the bed. Of course, I went over this. This is your driver information center. That's controlled with these buttons here in the dial. Simply hit this dial and you'll go up to see some things about the vehicle. This is nice. This has a depth gauge now. Big complaint when the previous models didn't. It just told you how many miles you had to go before you needed depth. This one actually will give you a gauge. Super cool. There's your forward collision alert on the wheel, heated steering wheel, cruise control, and then your, of course, push talk button, hang up button. There are buttons for the volume behind the steering wheel and volume channel buttons on behind the back wheel, okay? So go over to screen. It's a touch screen. This is in demo mode because no one's purchased it yet. But as you can see, it's got a lot of different features. Back to what we was talking about earlier, there's your camera. And that's going to give you surround vision of what's around the truck. I'm going to go ahead and go through these little options here. There's your curb view of the vehicle's tires and wheels, and the back, so you don't edge out anything. course, inside view from the back and the front. Of course, you still have your overhead view right here. This is cool. It zooms on top of it. What I like about this feature, when you're turning the wheels, it's going to show you, I'm gonna try to get in there, show you what you're going to hit with that orange line, and then the gray line is your angle of your turning of your wheels. Pretty cool. And this guy will give you a view of the truck. It's kind of a composite view. And this is what we was waiting for. Check this out. This guy is so cool. You hit this button, bam. You can see inside if you've got a gooseneck or a fifth wheel. It's going to be a lot easier to do that. Now, you'll notice there's stuff that's grayed out right here. That just means it doesn't have those extra cameras hooked up to them, but we do sell those in parts department. They're pretty awesome. Down below on this one, you do have your exhaust brake, which is going to be on the diesels. Another cool thing people don't know, but the diesel engine, if it's just not commercial use, but residential use, personal, you get a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on that Allison transmission and that 10-speed automatic and the Duramax Diesel. You want to go down here, trailer brake controllers in a good place. This is pretty cool. It's a wireless charging system. You lay your phone on this pad and it will charge your phone if you have a compatible phone. Super cool. Super cool. This is a super nifty feature. This is called your rear camera. There's a regular mirror here. Flip this up and now it's a camera. There's these buttons under here that actually will control what you're modifying. So you can modify the brightness, you make it darker, you can zoom on this guy right here. And I'm using the same button to do all this. And this is really neat. You can tilt that dude. See? How cool. Almost forgot the back. On these LTZ models, the two outboard seats have heated seats on them. You can see the buttons there that controls that. You've got your USB-C, USB, and another power port there to charge stuff up. Great thing about these trucks is right here, they also have these hidden compartments. You can put an iPad or a small computer in the back of here and you really wouldn't notice. What I tell people to do is you tuck that little dude back in there in the bottom and you don't really notice it at all. You got smaller storage under the seat. I'll move this out of the way to show you. Real nice loading floor there. And lastly, if you live in colder climates, this is really nice. They got the engine block heater access here. There is a plug that comes with this truck to plug in for those cold climates to keep that engine warm. You can watch where the air comes in. This will catch your debris. No tools necessary. You just turn that dial up here on this piece right here. And it goes all the way in to your air intake.